I just wanted to come to you guys with a quick video, just to kind of shout out and say sorry I hadn't made some videos. I know I got a couple of subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. I My daughters do comment on some of you guys' videos, and if they say something rude, I do apologize. But I just want to say this, that I see a lot of stuff that's going on here, and I suffer from depression, anxiety disorder, and post traumatic stress disorder. And I was, growing up, I was abused as a child. Was in child protective services. Had a lot of bad stuff happen to me. Was relocated to a different state from victim services because of an ex that abused me and like tried to kill me. And then I got here and got into the same situation because I'm a very loving person. If I love somebody, I love them, and I will show them I love them. And I think people take advantage of someone like that. I will stick up for anybody that's suffering with something bad happen to them. And that's just who I am. However, within that, I have this deep-rooted depression that medication doesn't really help sometimes. And I don't want to take that type of stuff, so I try to live my life and be surrounded by happy stuff. I'm on my weight loss journey as well. I'm currently at 250. I used to be 300 pounds. Unfortunately, at that time, um, what do you call it, YouTube. So I couldn't like record my weight thing. But I was 300 pounds. I'm now like 250. So I've lost, 50 pounds. Um, Still suffering from the depression. I do make poems sometimes. And if you look at my earlier videos, you'll see that it was a poem that I had wrote um, for my family. And I mean, I definitely reflect back on that, and I reflect through my life. And this is just an outlet for me to show you guys. I do fashion. I do makeup and all the other stuff. I make stuff. I make pictures and paintings and stuff like that. But like, I just want to shout out to all the people that I know that are people that are suffering from depression. I know one of my people that I subscribe to, she was talking about she suffered from depression, and I feel her pain. Like, I mean, being in a depressed state, it doesn't matter if you're surrounded by some people that make you happy. If you don't have that support system, which I don't have the support system because I really don't talk to my family. If you don't have that support system, it's left up to you. And so, unfortunately, I'm a single mother dealing with children. Everything that's happening to black people with police officers and things like that, I mean, that seems to get you depressed. And trying to get jobs out here, I mean, that gets you depressed as well, because there's a thing called at will employment, or right to work states. And those places, they can hire you or fire you for whatever reason they want to. That's just a way to get around affirmative action, because they don't have to hire you if it's at will employment or right to work state. That means they can hire you or fire you for whatever reason they want to. It's just a way to get over affirmative action. Um, I just feel like all that I see throughout this life, like, sometimes I feel like it's not even worth it to keep going, but then I keep going because I know I have my children and things like that. But depression is a motherfucker. And then to have post-traumatic stress disorder, I mean, that in itself is like crazy. And the way I deal with it is my outlet is just to write poems, and I love shopping, obviously. Um, I love doing hair and, teaching girls how to do makeup and stuff. I'm also like doing nails and stuff, and that just kind of keeps me going throughout my days. But I just want to say to all those that are depressed out there, if you see this, leave me a message. Like, let's link up. Let's talk about it. Let's see if we can work through this, because depression and even post traumatic stress disorder, like, that's man, it's an awful thing to have. And coupled with anxiety of having like fear of something happening to you, or I mean, I don't know if any of you guys ever had an anxiety attack. Oh my God, it feel like you're gonna die. Like, like your heart beats fast, and you're breathing. You hyperventilate. I mean, it's like the worst feeling of your life. I mean, I've even passed out from having an anxiety attack before. And I just want to say, like, these things, link up with someone. If you see this video and you have the same thing, leave me a message below. Talk to someone. If you have to talk to somebody that is going through it, or went through it or out of their depression stage, and you want to figure out how they did it without medication, talk to that person. I mean, you could talk to me. Like, I go in and out. And I don't want to do medication, like I said, because you get relying on this medication and you put more poison into your body, which conflicts. Once you're off that medication, you can spiral down and end up killing yourself or killing somebody else. So, I mean, just think about it. Reach out to people. I mean, depression, PTSD, all those things are not, anxiety. Those things is heavy on you. Another thing I have is fibromyalgia, which causes my body to hurt. So I think that's why I'm in a depressive state all the time, is because my body constantly hurts sometimes. And if you're dealing with that type of pain, that aching, nagging pain, and you can't do stuff, and you want to get up and you want to do this and you want to do that, and you can't do it without having a medication to numb your body, and then that medication in itself, you got to eat with it and constantly eat, and then you get bigger. You're gonna experience these things. Talk to people. I mean, I have fibromyalgia. I have all these other things that's going on. And if you're one of those sufferers, please talk to someone. Like I said, message me down below. And I can tell you what I do to get around doing medications and things like that. But I just want to let you know you're not alone, and God bless you, and we love you. There's someone out there that loves you, and think before you do anything. God bless. Bye.